Hey, what's up, Facebook? How y'all doing? Welcome to another edition of What the Hell Longhorn, episode 6. Appreciate y'all being here on a what is it, Sunday night? Of course, it's Sunday night. It's 8 o'clock Sunday night with your Longhorn, the comedian. I see y'all. We're gonna do the magic mirror thing like we used to do in Romper Room. I see you, Charlotte. I see you, Coley. I see you, Nanette. Yeah, I see you, Dave. I see all y'all in my magic mirror. But you know, she never saw Vernon. She never saw Longhorn either. I think something was wrong with a mirror. That's what I think. But anyway, glad to see everybody this evening. It's been a great weekend. Hope you've had a great week and a great weekend. Had three birthdays this week. Grandson, two granddaughters on the same day. Great thing. Went to the arcade, had a bunch of fun. It was great. It was great. It was great. What's up, cousin Garland? I see you, man. Thanks for checking in. I guess before I get too deep into everything, I just want to say, what the hell, what the hell, Longhorn? What the hell, Dallas? What the hell is going on? We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. What the hell, Kansas City? Again, we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. I'm confident we're going to be all right. JR, I see you checking in. Thanks for checking in with me. It's been one of those weeks in football, man. But the Saints won, so there we go. And the Steelers, my son likes the Steelers, so I'm pulling for the Steelers for my son. I see you, Dave. I told you I saw you in my new backdrop. Oh, you noticed? Hey, y'all noticed my new backdrop? Yeah, you like it? Can I get a thumbs up on the backdrop? Y'all. Matter of fact, if you like the new backdrop, hit some hearts for me. Can we hit some hearts? Do that for me. I appreciate it. In the meantime, like I said, it's been a great week. It's been a great weekend. Family and friends is all about family and friends. Hey, Nanette, I see you in my magic mirror. Yes, I do. It's all about family. It is. It's all about family and friends and spending time. And, of course, in Longhorn's world, getting out doing some comedy. Got out, did some comedy last night in Effingham. No, I wasn't. I was in Troy, Illinois last night at the American Legion. Yes, it was. Yeah. Slang some jokes over there with Amber Clear and Tim Northern. Great show. Tim's out of Louisville. Matter of fact, I was just closer in his I keep saying I got to stop saying so much. Y'all gonna have to help me work on that. But I was the closer for his comedy festival. So anyway, that's what's going on with Longhorn. Got some dates coming up. Hopefully I'll be in an area near you. Of course, I'll post it. In the meantime, thanks for watching us. Yes, I appreciate it. Skip, I see you out there in Cali. What is Longhorn's topic for the day? It's very simple. Why not you? Great question. And the reason why I picked why not you is because we have things that happen in our lives and people going, why me, man? Why me? Why me? Why me? Well, why not you? Why couldn't it happen to you? What makes it different? What makes you different? What makes you special? Why not you? They say, oh man, my mom died. Why me? Well, honestly, there's two things that we know is going to happen in life. We're going to live and we're going to die. We don't know when or why. We don't know when. We don't. We just know it's going to happen. We lose our job. Well, why me? Well, don't get me wrong. Why not you? Factories close down all the time. People change careers all the time. We change supervisors. Maybe your supervisor don't like you. But we ask these questions, why me, why me, why me? But what we forget to do, I see you, Andy, what we forget to do is this. We point the finger of blame at everybody else, but what we forget to do is look back at them three fingers looking back at us and ask ourselves, why? What did I do? What could I have done differently? What we fail to do is to own our part of whatever hell is happening. That's what we fail to do. We too busy blaming everybody else for what's going on in our lives to where, honestly, if we just stop and take some ownership and really take a look at what happened and why it happened, you'll see you had your hand in it. Why did you lose your job? Well, you showed up for work 17 times late in 1 week. That'll cause you to lose your job. Yeah. Why did I lose my job? Well, you got caught drinking in the bathroom. Yes, vodka. You can smell vodka on people's breath. People think you can't smell vodka. No, you can smell the vodka on their breath. Why not? Why not you? What makes you special that it shouldn't be you? Why is it that people have such a hard time owning their shit? You did it. Why not own it? You know why? Because our society is changing. Now, back in the day when we was growing up, I'm letting my gray flow because honestly, I'm accepting who I am. I'm an older guy. But back in the day, we were taught to own our thing. We was owned it. It wasn't about blaming anybody else. It was standing up and owning what you did, what you said, and being prepared to yeah, reap the repercussions. These days, we watch too many law shows, too many TV shows with the lawyers that they can find a loophole for everything. And so now society's thinking that there's a loophole for everything. No, there's not a loophole. You know, the man walked in there and killed all those people. Why? Because he was mentally unstable. He had a bad childhood. I had a bad childhood. I was molested and touched inappropriately and all those other things. Yeah, I was even raped. But that don't mean I go out raping women as an adult. We make choices. And again, going back to that finger thing, you chose that. So therefore, if you choose what you do, the three fingers that's pointing back at you are your consequences. And we know, you remember that cartoon? I forget which one it was, but it was Tweety Bird. Tweety Bird said, if I do it, I get a whipping. I get a whipping. You knew it. You knew what the repercussions was before you even did what you did, but we do it anyway. Yeah, change is constant. It's constantly changes. Changes is always happening. And it's going to happen to you. If you live long enough, if you breathe long enough, it's going to happen to you. And why you sitting there going, why me, why me, why me? Why can't it happen to you? Why can't change happen to you? Change is, honestly, if you look at change for what it is, change is what's necessary for you to move forward in life. Yeah. The definition of insanity is if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're going to get the same results over and over again. Pretty much that's what's going to happen. So if you keep doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome, yeah, you slowing your mama dress you funny. That's what that is. Change is necessary. But the change that we have to make, hey, what's up, Randy? I see you. The change that we have to make is within ourselves. We have to be willing to accept what we have done and the consequences for it. Yeah. It's just that plain and simple. I had to accept some changes in my own life because in more ways than one, because of things that happened to me in my past, I thought I was not deserving. I thought that I was, not worthy. And I had to stop and look at me. It's just like other people have to stop and look at them and the things that happen in their lives, and they think that they're not worthy, and they settle for less than what they deserve because they feel like that they were not worthy, or somebody has told them they're not worthy. I was told as a kid, you ain't gonna be shit. And if I would have believed that, imagine where I would have been. Yeah. You know what changed my life? My kids. Having children changed my life. Yeah. The Antichrist and her brother came along. Yeah, changed my life. And I then realized and knew that I was worthy of being something more. I changed. Adapting to, Andy, you're right. Adapting to that change is challenging at times, but it can make you stronger than before. And Andy's a great example of that. Andy is a comedian who's in a wheelchair. He has MS, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken. He's one of my heroes. But the reason I say he's one of my heroes is he doesn't let what's happening to him keep him from doing what he wants to do. He doesn't blame anyone else. He doesn't go, why me? Why me? He takes the challenge of his challenge and he triumphs. Going back to me in my childhood, if I would have took what people said about me back then, oh, he's smart, he's intelligent. Yes, he is. But I was also misused and abused. It took me years to be able to talk about it. But at the same time, what it gave me was low self-esteem, low self-respect. And I honestly believe that in order for somebody to show that they love me, they had to touch me. I was pointing and blaming it at them when I became an adult. And then I started looking at myself and realizing that, I could change. And I did. It wasn't all their fault. It's my fault too, because I could change. Check your cheese is right. Always check your cheese. Always know where you can go. There's always somewhere or some other direction that you can go in, outside of just blaming others for where you're at. There was a point I was meaning to go back to, which is very, very simple. Everything that's happened in our lives that we blame other people for, you have to realize that there's a start point for everything. There's a start point, and there's an end point. If you go and you go back and look at where things started for you, you can then better understand and realize exactly what happened and figure out how to change it. No, you can't go back and be reborn, but you can reinvent yourself. Yeah, you can do that. You can reinvent yourself. Why? Because that's what life is. Life is full of reinventions. There's nothing new under the sun. You can become who you want to become when you decide, not when somebody else decides. Again, when that one finger points at you saying that you can't do this, there's three fingers pointing back at you to say as you can. Randy, you're right. He said, God never gives us more than we can bear. That's very true, but I'm not going to lie to you. There's been some times when I think God has been trying to turn me into a professional weightlifter. And I would ask God, why me? Why me? Why me? And then he showed me why me. Real simple. Yeah, Cody, I see you. Me too. I get it. There's a lot of us that's been through it. There's a lot of us still dealing with the pain of it. And we blame ourselves for everything, but the reality is some of it is us. But we're grown now, and we can change that. We can move forward from it. We have to move forward from it. A lot of us still blame or try. We're this new thing of blaming other people for your downfall. You can't blame other people. Seriously, if you're in a job and you feel like they won't let you prosper, guess what? I think it's time for you to get a new job. If you're in a relationship and that relationship is not moving in the direction that you feel like it should move in, guess what? It's not their fault, because the reality of it is doors work two ways. You can walk in and you can walk out. And if the door is locked from the outside, you can get a sledgehammer and break your way out, or you can find the window to bust and get out. Basically, what I'm saying is you have to be the catalyst of your own change. You have to ask yourself, why not me? Why not? Why not me? And then you have to ask yourself, what do I need to do? What do you have to do to move forward? Testing, you say he was testing me, huh? I've been through some trials and tribulations. I've been through some tests. I have. I've been shot at. I've had a shotgun dry fire in my face here in Topeka, Kansas. I've been thrown out of windows of cars. Actually, I've been hit by a truck and left on the side of the road for dead. I've saved men's lives on battlefields. I've done a number of things. I've had children, raised children, still raising children. Sometimes it feels like, but those tests and those trials and tribulations, I'm going to give you something. They prepare you for right now. Whatever it is that you're going through in your life, everything that you have been through has prepared you for this moment right here. Yeah. It has. Even when you think it's the darkest of nights, you have a light. I'm talking about the one on your cell phone. You have a light to get past. You have a light to get through. I put up a couple of weeks ago on a post that if you're strong enough to get to, if you have been strong enough to get to this point in your life, you're strong enough to make it through the day. So why not? Why not you? Why can't you change your reality? I did. And I'm going to continue to change it every day, as hard as it may be. I'm going to tell y'all a quick story, and then we're going to end this. I had something happen to me this week that was kind of miraculous on my day job. It was, I won't say it's miraculous because it could have happened at any point in time. Some of y'all that follow my Facebook know that a year ago, somebody hung a noose in my honor at my day job. Not in my day job, but at a facility we was working at. And it bothered me a lot. I may not have shown it, but I found that it was coming out in conversations and it was coming out in my material, me trying to deal and process it. I had a conversation with supervisor. He would, the long story short, it finally made it to the top of the food chain in our organization. This week, the gentleman who was over the program came to where I was at and apologized to me for it happening. I carried the burden of that for over a year. And quite frankly, when he came and apologized, even though he had nothing to do with it, that my organization had nothing to do with it. So don't get me wrong. It was nothing that anybody I worked with did, because otherwise I'd be talking to you from a prison cell. But he came and he apologized. And it was like the weight of the world lifted off my shoulders. Yes, there was a number of things that I could have done that could have cost a lot of people their jobs, but I'm sorry, I'm just not that way. Yeah, I could have been a millionaire by now or on my way to being a millionaire, but I'm just not that way. I'm just not into hurting other people in order for me to get to get gain. I'll put it like that. But him coming and making that apology meant a lot, and it lifted the weight of the world off my shoulders. So my point was, he didn't have to come and do what he did, but they owned it, and that was made a difference. So saying that in closing is, ask the question, why you? Look at the pros and the cons, and honestly, if you're a part of the con, ask yourself, how can you fix it? Don't wait on somebody else to fix it. Fix it yourself. So that's it for What the Hell Longhorn. Go out there, be amazing. Have a great week. Whatever it is that you're doing, if you're in a new class, the stripper class for senior citizens, I say, hey, do that. Make it rock. Whatever it is that you're trying to do in your life, I wish you nothing but success. So again, I tell y'all, support our vets as always. We lose 22 a day to suicide. We lose 800 and 900 World War II veterans a week, just natural causes. Now we're losing our Vietnam vets and our Korean War vets. Take care of yourself. Respect yourself. Keep following Longhorn. I hope I'll be in the city of yours sometime soon. So God bless you. $2.